episode 44 of the Great Ace Attorney Adventures. Last time, we found out the reason why Sherlock's violin was sounding off, and that's because he accidentally picked up a viola from the pawnbroker shop. He was looking around, he thought that he saw his violin out, he picked it up. Turns out it was a viola, and he went down to the pawnbrokery to basically kick the pawnbroker's ass, quite literally. Sherlock was prepared to fight the guy, and then the pawnbroker decided to try to kill himself with a gun. Sherlock, he's basically like, no, don't kill yourself. And then Sherlock does a complete 180 in terms of mood. He got better, and now we can talk to this guy. We can talk to the pawnbroker. So anyways, let's start it now. Let's actually first examine. Let's see what we have to say about Ryunosuke and his shovels.
Look at that enormous ledger open on the counter there.
Mr. Winterbank is, if nothing else, very peculiar about recording that as he accepts.
He'd have to be, otherwise he'd get himself into all sorts of trouble. Which might explain the thing that catches my eye far more than the ledger. This revolver here.
Do not entertain even a single thought of pilfering an article herein, my dear fellow. I assure you, Mr. Winterbank would not hesitate to draw that weapon with a speed belying his portly size.
Oh, you don't mean he'd...
Blow his brains out, indeed, in recompense for his blunder.
Oh my. But in any case, of course we would never do such a thing. How could you even suggest it? I would do it the civilized way and break in the middle of the night.
Okay, yes, the gong. Ryunosuke starts the gong show.
Look at this! What could this lovely big shiny box be?
That, my dear madam, is a music box. Surely you have such things in your own country.
Oh my, yes, but we certainly never seen one so large before.
Shall we listen a while?
Ah, what a sublime sound.
It sounds like the intro cutscene music for Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door.
It's like the music of angels.
I've never heard anything like it before in my life.
This particular specimen is of a large variety, commonly found in public houses and restaurants. There's a metal disc inside on which the notes to be played are recorded. Simply by replacing the disc with another, any music you care to imagine can be played.
My goodness, what a simply delightful machine.
Indeed, though their popularity has waned recently with the development of the gramophone, of course.
Science and technology advance at such an overwhelming pace.
Thought that was a gong.
What an assortment of things there are on these shelves here. Crockery, footwear, clocks, and watches. Almost anything you can care to imagine.
Those are forfeited items, all put for sale by the pawnbroker.
What does that really mean, though?
When you borrow or colloquially pop an item, the broker loans you money against its worth. He stores the item for an agreed period of time, after which the loan must be repaid. If not, he is free to display it in his shop for sale, at a price of his choosing.
Oh yes, now you've explained it, I'm noticing little price tags on everything.
Of course, simply by paying the agreed interest on the loan, one can extend the period of safekeeping. So you may pawn that black garb of yours without fear, my dear fellow.
My treasured university uniform? Never! It embodies my student spirit. Okay, what else can we check? What else can we check in this place? Well, we won't check the back just yet. Okay, horse statue. Okay, we'll check this.
Now what do you suppose this rather enormous machine does?
It seems to have two little windows for looking through.
Allow me to enlighten you, my dear fellows. What you are looking at is a stereoscope.
A stereoscope. Fascinating.
It is aptly named, I assure you. Looking through the eyepieces, you can see for yourself.
Oh, I should be delighted too. Excuse me a moment while I just have a look.
Just before you do, there's something I should point out. My dear fellows, in order to see the image properly, stereoscopically, as it were, you will need to be cross-eyed. However, that is beyond you. It is of little consequence today.
Alright then, I'm going to try it. Ah! Mr. Naruto, you must see! At once!
Oh, all right then. So I need to be cross-eyed, like I'm trying to look at my own nose? What the? I don't believe it. It's just a photographic print, but it seems like you could reach out and touch it.
Yes, the sense of depth is startling, is it not? Stereoscopes are one of London's many fads. They are often found in little stalls in the park. People queuing out for hours to see them.
And then McGilded from the afterlife. Of course they would. That is why I set up several of them in McGilded Park. Only the best stereoscopes would show off the best porn that your money can buy on my box.
Why? Why are people meddling with such black magic?
It is no magic, my dear madam. It is, well, just far too complicated to explain at present. We shall save this lesson for another day.
Oh.
Can't check the dolls, we just can't check anything else. Okay. Checking the date. That's not a calendar you could easily miss, is it? 15th of April, today's date. Yes, that's not for sale, I must point out. It is an Eastern-style page-a-day calendar. Every night at midnight, I tear off the front page to reveal the following day's date.
The perfect calendar for a tearaway fellow such as yourself, Mr. Winterbank.
And who was it who walked out of here with the wrong violin before? Well, when the agreed storage period is passed without prepayment, articles are forfeited, you see. So I have to keep a close eye on the date. It's something of a pawnbroker's obsession, you might say.
Oh yes, I can see you're very dedicated to your job.
The back room, where all the adult stereoscope images are located. There seems to be a little door hidden behind that curtain there.
That leads to the storage room, where Mr. Winterbank keeps articles that are currently in pawn.
Ah, I see.
There's nothing of particular interest inside. I certainly wouldn't recommend any larcenous activities.
Recommended or not, it's not something I intend to do.
There is but one key, and Mr. Winterbank keeps it in his pocket at all times. Before he sleeps, he places it into a small pot, which he slides under his pillow.
How on earth did you know that, Mr. Sholmes?
Simple, I watched you sleep once. I'm staking this place out. All of my stuff is here. You think I'm going to let it fall into risk? I'm a detective, sir. It is my business to know what others do not. I am frequently assailed by information that I neither care for nor wish to retain.
Mr. Sholmes, you are a wonder.
And the prime suspect of this pawnbroker is ever burglar. And the only stuff left is his own. Okay, check out the door.
3 globes of gold. Is that some sort of charm?
Dear me, have you not seen that sign before?
No, never.
The 3 golden balls are, in Great Britain at least, the universal sign of a pawnbrokery. There are more than 700 such establishments in the capital, all showing the same sign.
Oh, I see.
I don't imagine your ignorance was so profound.
Oh, well, what is the significance of the 3 golden balls then? Does it have some special meaning?
That is entirely unimportant here, dear madam. Irrelevant even.
You mean you don't know? Okay. We are good there. Let's move out. Yeah, we should get getting something. Okay. We explored the pawnbrokery, but okay, go back to legal consultory. Go back to the law office. Okay. Let's see if we can examine that telegraph now. No, we cannot examine it. Okay, what am I missing, though? What am I missing? We checked out the pawnbrokery. I've examined everything there is to examine. So I don't know what I'm missing. Okay, I'm just going to do another sweep. Okay. Anything? Anything? Okay, nothing there. Aha! Here's something.
Look at this! Whatever could it be used for?
I have no idea.
Ah! There's a small catch just here, look!
We're going to open it, aren't we?
Oh my, that's amazing! It's some sort of spring-loaded mechanism.
Which we'll never manage to put back into the way. Which we'll never manage to put back to the way it was before.
What are you two doing?
What? Us? Nothing. No, nothing at all. Whatever this device is, it seems to have a pair of little windows to look through. I feel as though I've seen something rather similar to this elsewhere. I don't even know who's speaking. I'm sorry, I don't know who's speaking. Sounds like there's an argument brewing over by the counter. Okay, yeah, it's Gina Lestrade. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was her. Wait, don't we know? I'm sure I recognize her.
Oh yes, it's the young lady from Mr. McGilded's trial 2 months ago.
Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. She's a chancer, earns her crust among large crowds, relieving people of their curses, but she didn't nick any money from me, no sorry. She tried to reach into my pocket and steal my wallet, but I did not allow her. I grabbed her wrist, and then I twisted it until it snapped, and then I said, not on my omnibus, and then I kicked her square in the chest, and then she screamed, and then she rolled, and then she fell out of the omnibus and rolled for several feet. I was quite impressed by my own strength, and then I told that guy, I told that Mason guy, I don't remember his name, or I told him, this is what happens when you don't pay Magnus McGilded. I will kick your ass. I'm like the Terminator. Yeah, I can just imagine just Magnus McGilded as the Terminator. I will be back. Or no. The Leprechaun from the movie The Leprechaun. What's commonly called the Big Pocket.
Gordon Bennett, you lot. Hello, Mr. Lestrade. I hope you've been well.
I have been doing well, and it's because I've been packing heat. What? You remember me then, do ya? Well, I remember being completely surrounded by smoke, that's for sure. So, what you doing in here? Down and out like the rest of us? Nothing to eat? Kinda pop that black weasel? Sorry, coat, have ya? What is it about this black uniform that makes everyone comment on it?
Ah, good day. Unless I'm not much mistaken. You would be that young pickpocket who stole our experimental smoke grenade launcher.
Ah, Mr. Sholmes.
What are you doing outside of my tool shed, Mr. Lestrade? You're supposed to guard my tool shed from strangers and vagabonds. Now the hobos are great. Now the hobos are stealing my tools. The hobos have my lucky mallet. Allow me to see the article, and I shall negotiate with Mr. Winterbank on your behalf.
Pull the other one. I don't need no help from some stuck-up D. Get out of my business. Go on, or I'll make trouble for ya.
As you wish, Miss Lestrade. I will happily remove myself from your presence.
He's really done it. He's gone.
I'm sorry, but as I said, there really is no room for negotiation here.
What is the thing he has in his hand? Some kind of metal disc?
And you, go on. Leave me alone. Oh, Miss Lestrade, just pretend we aren't here. We shan't be offended in the slightest.
Susato-san can really stand her ground when she wants to. Well, of course she can. She can Susato take down anyone who challenges her.
Whatever.
Present the evidence. Would you have a look at her? That's strange. Where's my armband gone?
What's the problem? Something wrong? Don't suppose. You're looking for this.
Yes, but how? And when? And how again?
I've got talent for it, haven't I? Diving.
That's bordering on black magic. And it makes me, what I was about to say about my armband seem a little dull.
So, what you want me to tell? So, what you want me to tell? So, what do you want to tell me about then?
Yeah, just Ryunosuke getting stolen from, just getting robbed in plain sight. Somehow, I don't really think you were the sort of person who'd use a pawnbroker, Miss Lestrade.
Yeah, well, I am, alright? I'm a Londoner, just like everyone else. That's a problem, is it?
No, not at all. It's just that, well...
Oh, I get it. I know what you're thinking. That thing probably doesn't even belong to her. Probably got it on the dive, didn't she? Yeah, I can see it written all over your Chevy Chase.
Well, I might have been thinking something along those lines.
You're not going to deny it, Mr. Naruto.
Alright then, I'm just going to come out and ask you straight. Do you pawn things that you steal from other people?
Well, I don't know how to best answer that, really. Suppose sometimes.
You're not going to
You're not going to deny it either, Miss Lestrade? But not this time, alright, I swear. That thing belongs to me.
The disc that Mr. Windibank is holding? Perhaps we should see what he has to say about it. Examine. Oh, can we get new dialogue? Look at Mr. Windibank, watching diligently over the shop. There are so many things I'm curious about.
I don't believe that is a time for browsing, Mr. Naruto.
We should probably see whether that argument's been resolved yet, I suppose. We'll do just that. Miss Lestrade's disc.
Mr. Windibank, what exactly is that metal disc that Miss Lestrade has brought in? It seems to have hundreds of tiny little bumps on its surface.
Oh, this is a music disc, you see. For use as out of a music box.
In a music box?
What? You don't even know what a music box is? You Eastern lad aren't too savvy, too.
I don't even know what I'm saying. Sorry. I know what a music box is. I've just never seen one of these discs before.
The small protrusions on the metal disc encode the tune to be played by the music box. You simply insert the disc and set the machine going, and beautiful music plays.
It's so incredible. Tell us, what tune is on this disc?
Well, I'm afraid I couldn't tell you that. There are so many different types of music box, you see. British-made, German, Swiss. I have no way of knowing which particular machine this disc was made for.
I see.
And that's it in a nutshell. I wouldn't have any customers for an item like this, even if the young lady forfeited it. Really, I'm already offering more than I should at a penny.
That's a pack of lies. He told me he did. He said it was, well...
He? Who?
Never you mind. It just ain't right, that's all. That disc's worth good money. I know it is.
Well then, you'll have to try your luck at another pawnbroker's, won't you?
Ah.
Gina Lestrade.
She's been here before, of course. This little tatterdamil.
What's that word? Tatterdemalion.
Tatterdemalion,
Okay, there we go. Never heard that word before.
and brought some dubious article or what other with her every single time, I might add.
Dubious? What are you trying to say? I'm an honest customer, me.
So, is there something dubious about that disc she brought in today?
Well, if only it were that simple.
Sorry? What do you mean?
What she actually brought in was a storage ticket.
Ah, a storage ticket, so... Miss Lestrange's actually come to redeem an article from you today, is that right? Yeah, that's right. A girl like me has a lot of stuff what needs stolen.
Alright, yes. That's definitely dubious.
The article in question would have been forfeited at midnight tonight, but she gave me the ticket for it and repaid both the loan and the interest. I was obliged to return the article to her.
But what was the article? Do tell us, Mr. Windybank.
The little scamp is wearing it, ma'am.
It's the overcoat.
It's the overcoat that she's redeemed.
Oh.
What's wrong with that? It fits, don't it? I mean, it's mine, so of course it does. So, what about the disc then? How does that come into all this?
Oh, the disc is something else. A new article to pawn if the girl and I can agree on a price.
I'm confused. I thought you said that Miss Lestrade brought in a storage ticket today.
It's really quite simple. Yes, the child brought me a storage ticket and the money owed on it, as you said.
So for this heavy black coat, which you returned to her care, as I understand it.
That's right, yes. And rather unsurprisingly, as soon as the little ragamuffin put the thing on, she went rifling through the pockets.
Oh, you mean?
What? Don't you know it's rude to stare at a lady? Ah, I see. So it came to from the pocket of the oracle, did it?
If you mean this disc, then yes. Exactly, ma'am.
And she immediately tried to pawn it.
For quite a high price as well. This is all rather suspicious, I think.
Give it up. I'm just trying to pawn something like everyone else would. Miss Lestrade, may I ask who deposited the overcoat here in the first place? Well, me.
It doesn't really appear to be your size.
Me old man. It's me old man's, ain't it? Is it, Miss Lestrade? Is it?
Yes, this is definitely all rather suspicious. I don't even know who this is. I'm sorry. If I don't see a person... Who's this picture postcard English gentleman? Who looks like the water type trainer from the Kalos Elite Four. I don't know the exact name.
Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen.
What's your problem, eh?
There is no problem, as long as you remove yourself. I have a matter to discuss with the proprietor. And if you intend to make a problem of it, I shall see you outside, little girl, for the hiding you deserve. I will whop your ass with this cane.
Look, ain't it obvious I ain't done talking with him yet? If you think you're such a gent, you should know how to wait in line.
Well, you are an impudent little brat, aren't you? As well as a pickpocket.
Eh? Eh? Who are you? How do you know who I am?
I know everything. I wear a blue cravat. I know it all. The question is, how do you not know who I am? You haven't the courtesy even to remember the face of your victims, it seems.
What? You mean from you?
Rocker!
Oh, yes, sir!
I believe this 50p pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no?
Yes, sir.
The article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once.
Oh my!
Now that's a lie. What are you trying to pull? Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel, and needless to say, any music box this store.
No, you can't have it. You just can't. It's me old man's, or it was. Now it's mine. Goodness, Mr. Naruto. This is a very awkward situation.
Yes, I think perhaps we should hear both sides of the story in a little more detail. Which I believe we can do. We'll do that next episode. Anyways, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever that you want. And with that, I'll see you next time. Bye.